I can't do that anymore. I really hate it when people do streams and they start with like 15 minutes of random music. But yeah, let's So yeah, what we'll be looking at today is the Chris Hansen EDP interview. But let's wait a couple of minutes for people to roll in. Hello, David Canada. Hello, Mars Apples. Hello, Xylus. And hello, Scallywag. Made it to stream this time, huh? Let's see here. Is there anything else in here that's It's midnight where you are? Must really in like all the stuff that like happens like the YouTube drama scene is very like America centric. A lot of the stories and the creators who cover stuff, they're in America, and you know, everything happens at like 2 a.m. So I'm glad that well, am I really glad that someone else has to has the same thing with me? This whole like streaming thing would be a lot content creation thing. A lot of things would be a lot simpler if the Earth was flat, but unfortunately it's not. Am I gonna be playing Twilight Princess in the background? No, I can't do that. Hold on, my some of my pedals are not working that I use to manage my stream stuff. They are very, very important things, I assure you. Let's try now. Does this there we go. It's working. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Oh, you're in Australia. All right. Hello, Dick Tracy. I was working on the Birdman video, and I, for some reason, I felt that I had to slip in something about H-Bomber guy. We'll see if that ends up getting cut from the full video, but I don't know why. Kind of a bizarre segue, but it is what it is. Lamau. It was to do with the it's to do with the just a random ass segue, because the Birdman claimed something about like how these are super old Discord messages, so what does it matter? So I thought, like, you know what, well, let's pull this up actually. As an interesting example, like H-Bomber guy has this history of like doing weird stuff, but it doesn't really but it only matters because he's not being honest about it, and you know, in this situation it's very much the same. If you're making videos calling people out for having trolls remorse, when most of your audience does not know about your history of dropping N-bombs and being an internet troll and being with Mr. Metaker and all that stuff, you know, it doesn't matter if that's like 20 people or like 20 years ago, sorry. It doesn't matter if that happened like 20, 30 years ago. If you're still lying about it or hiding it or covering it up, it's like, you know, why? I also want to bring in the angle that, like, it doesn't really make any sense for him to cover it up, you know? If he was more honest about it, if he was more honest about that thing, you know, it would set a good example for other people who are in that, feel they are stuck in that predicament of, you know, they said all this horrible stuff on the internet and they feel like, oh, you know, I can't change now. Like, they've gone too far. My chat, there we go, it's now unfrozen. Pretty dumb considering almost everyone was edgy at some point in time. Yeah, like everyone's been edgy. But, I can also understand, if you're like a small creator, it can be difficult to be like, hey, I got this like dirt on me. But if you're in the position of someone like H-Bomber Guy, where you're like probably raking in tens of thousands of dollars from Patreon money every month, you're pretty safe. You're pretty safe at that point to have your past shit tracked out. Like if I made like $1 million, if I became a fucking millionaire, or even 100 grand, you know, 200 grand, whatever, grandionaire, from like internet shit, at that point in time, like, what the fuck would I care about people digging up my like docs information? I mean, of course, people, you know, showing up to your house and shit, but like, that's incredibly rare for that to happen, even if people do figure out what your real name is. But that is not to say that there's nothing wrong with correcting yourself when you find yourself going off course. And that's the thing. That's the thing. What I discuss in the video, because I bring up, because you know it's his latest video still. In the H-Bomber Guy like plagiarism video, he talks about how the internet historian, how he like has deleted some videos because apparently they were too edgy. Now some people have disputed that, but you know I don't go into it. But H-Bomber Guy very specifically in that segment invokes the concept of like, this is troll's remorse. And it's like, why would you give power to like that term? Because it's like that is a concept or like a term invented by these trolling groups, and it's about trying to control people from, you know, changing. It's very, very counterproductive stuff if you care about people. If you want people to be like more progressive and more like, I mean, I personally, you know, I'm a drama guy, okay? We do edgy stuff, we do edgy jokes. I wouldn't say that I'm like politically like far right or something. Having the background of being from Finland, economically, I'm going to have a lot of, I'm going to sync up with a lot of like pro-welfare, pro sort of like economically left-leaning opinions. It's probably some like, probably some touch of social conservatism. But, you know, I wouldn't be like a Hassan Piker fan or someone who fits that bucket, even though I am obviously Hassan Piker's best friend. His biggest fan, as many in the soy right have deduced. But yeah, I think this is probably we've faffed around enough. Let's go into the Chris Hansen interview, or we can proceed toward it. If you spend a decade on the internet and do not walk away slightly socially conservative, I think you're a psychopath, a sociopath. Maybe, I don't know. Hassan Piker literally cries the left doesn't fully love him, he's pathetic. I mean, more on this, you certainly, if you've like witnessed all the crazy stuff that can happen in like very out there or like politically extremist or ideologically like extremist spaces, you probably might develop a kind of a tendency to be a little bit, a little bit careful, and that tends to make you lean a bit conservative if you're being like careful about where you go with things. But yeah, if you're a right winger expecting me to be like, yeah, the Iran war is fucking awesome and Donald Trump's amazing, that's not gonna happen. And if you're a left winger expecting me to be like super woke or like woke, that's not happening either. I do like, there's like some stuff that people think is like, especially for like the farms people, that think it's a little bit too cringe or too progressive. And that's like, I respect pronouns in here, okay? And also, some of the people that I work with are like trans, and I'm like fine with that. What does woke mean to you? It's a lot of things. Certainly, like what I associate, like the negative aspect is like an over emphasis on like virtue signaling. In a kind of like, of course, it's ideologically progressive, but there's like a very like, I think, at least with the woke 1.0, there was a very toxic focus or a harmful focus on virtue signaling. Like, if you have political capital and you're wasting it on talking about like, ooh, we need to change the word mother on official documents to birthing person so that like a tiny percentage of the population feels slightly better, perhaps, possibly. And this aligns with our like ideological principles, so therefore it's a good thing to pursue. Like that's very silly. That's very silly. When you're taking political action, you should be thinking about the practical outcome of that action instead of just like doing the calculation of, okay, does this align with our principles? Answer is yes. Okay, then it's good to do, no matter what. Even if it causes outrage, makes people angry, that's all good. That's all like good because it aligns with the principles. More of a distaste for progressive identity politics. I'm not depends on what you mean by many of those words. For example, like I don't really care about slurs. I think that like obviously it's not like something you should do in like a formal setting, but like if people joke about stuff, they use like slurs in comedy or whatever, that's fine. That's all right. Obviously what you do in private versus what you do on like a big platform, those are two different things. Should be like careful about those things. Or, should be, you want to exercise, want to be careful with how you handle your platform and what you're putting out there, obviously. If it's something that's like, making people racist or genuinely making people racist versus things that are more responsible. Obsessively pushing the least helpful and most controversial tiny changes to signal how progressive you are. That's an excellent excellent way to like, articulate it. I guess we can I'll spend 3 more minutes, okay? 3 more minutes talking about this nonsense. In terms of like, there's also, in terms of like what, I mean, based on like, everyone is racist according to somebody's definition. But for me, like, I notice this kind of like American attitude a lot of times. People have like, borders should not exist, nations, you know, whatever. We should let that all be like, free, whatever. Let people go wherever they want, you know, in whatever number they wish. I'm not quite a big fan of that. I think that, like countries should protect the majority culture that exists there. If there is a threat of like displacement or, the majority culture becoming a minority through mass immigration or like, that kind of thing, I think that that's a problem. But it's so weird how like in America, I mean, well, yeah, you already beat me to it. It's like Democrats want the border like completely open, while Republicans are like, well, is that? I'm not sure if that's actually. I don't know shit. I don't know if that's really the position. This is a sheltered coastal college student ideology. Yeah. Yeah, but that's like generally what I don't agree with. But yeah, like the extent of my my like what I guess would be called by some racism is that I want the majority population of Sweden to be Swedish or Germany to be German. So you don't like extreme minority position of birthing person and open borders, two opinions almost no one cares about? I guess so. Well, it's controversial online, and that was merely an example. But. Now's the time to let's take a look at the most stereotypical Scandinavian political opinion. I guess so. But yeah, let's take a look at the Chris Hansen EDP interview. You don't care about racism, but yet soy right. I didn't say I don't care about racism. I think if like someone is like genuinely hateful towards certain, like they just feel like some kind of like irrational like hatred, despisal toward the very essence of like some ethnic group. That's like kind of weird. But typically when I talk to people who call themselves racist and I like interrogate, okay, what do you actually like? What do you actually have a problem with? It tends to be that what they have a problem with is like with a subcategory of like a low class person with like a low socialization, rather than any actual, full-on ethnic group or like people of a certain ancestry or skin color. It's like always like only a segment of that population, but for some reason they like say, oh, I hate all of them. Did I give up on the Mutaha follow-up video? I did not. It's still in the schedule. Loved your Naxtaku series. What's the next big video gonna be on? Well, I'm not sure. So the next big video, okay, is gonna be like the Naxtaku stuff. But there's two like projects that I want to get out. I think one of them might be out tomorrow, like tomorrow, 2 to 3 days, let's say. Should be out before the end of August, okay? But yeah, let's not get distracted.
Last week on Have a Seat, we spoke with Mike Klum, the director and...
We have I know that Naxtaku is a very sick ass mofo, but we have another sick ass mofo to talk about tonight.
Filmmaker who put together
Tomorrow is not 2 or 3 days. I said tomorrow or like in 2 or 3 days.
Documentary called The Sick Mind of EDP.
I mean, currently for me, it's the 27th of August. So, you know, hopefully on the 31st or earlier.
445. Incredibly well done. Well, on this episode of Have a Seat with Chris Hansen, you are going to see my entire interview with Bryant Moreland, EDP445, that I conducted a while back for Mike Klum's documentary. Hold on, you're in for a ride. Who is...
Not a fan of Chris Hansen? A lot of people aren't, but I'm curious about what this... I'm curious about how this went.
EDP445.
He is a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan that is kind of obsessed with the team. He loves to have fun. He loves to be wild. He loves to enjoy himself and have a good time, and at the same time making sure.
Chris Hansen bought out ads before every screening of his movie, once realizing it wasn't going to suck him off. Oh, you mean the prime time thing? That's funny.
That his friends and family are taken care of.
Is he a predator?
I gotta say, I don't really understand. I don't understand sports. Don't understand really like being a fan of sports teams.
Same
but
time,
yeah,
making sure that his friends and family are taken care of.
Is he a predator?
That's a crazy question to go into.
Nah.
Okay.
No.
No.
What does EDP...
I love how serious he's trying to look listening to this guy, knowing they're going to discuss feces in a bit.
445 mean? What does it stand for?
Stands for Eat That Pussy 445.
And who came up with that?
I did. I remember, I think it was like back in 2000, what was it? Like 2010, 2011. I was sitting back at the computer desk. I was actually watching porn, to be honest with you. And I wanted to...
Yeah, that was in a documentary.
Just make like I wanted to make a YouTube channel, but I wasn't really sure what to call it, you know? And I chose...
Getting a recap of the EDP name lore.
That name, and I just closed my eyes and I just typed a random...
He's so straightforward. It's not really. I mean, that's certainly an illusion that EDP would like you to have, or like you to fall for. That he's like very, very like forward. But like as we see from like the rhetoric that he engaged in the documentary about how like, oh, I was just really lonely and stuff. He's a liar. Like he is dishonest. He is like not being honest about like who he is and what he's all about.
The numbers upon the keyboard, and it was actually 6 numbers, but I just narrowed it down to 3, and 445 was what was left.
EDP 445.
He recalls this moment like Peter Parker creating Spider-Man. Or Peter Parker becoming, or well, creating the Spider-Man suit and brand, I guess. Oop, I can't.
Yeah, there.
Who is Alex Rosen?
Alex Rosen, I'm guessing, is a guy that decided to, he's on his vigilante
Didn't pick up on that? Well, he was hoping you wouldn't.
quest to go out and try to catch predators, but in my honest opinion, in a very unprofessional way.
How did he first come into contact with you?
I first came into contact with him.
The ad thing he's buying is apparently to emphasize its a traumatization. It's a very interesting narrative control trick. Clearly upset about.
During the whole...
Well, that's already been established.
what was it though?
He's upset about how he's going to be portrayed in it. Like, from what I understand, the primetime movie is going to be like very critical of him or something, right? It's going to be like making waves on Chris Hansen's reputation. Waves of damage.
The whole
So, if he's putting in that amount of effort to like buy out the ads, then he's clearly very worried.
Set up stage, sting operation, in Bakersfield over there.
I like that EDP is like criticizing Alex Rosen, being like, you're not really a professional, predator catcher. I mean, I'm a predator. You didn't catch me.
Mount Vernon. I parked at the Rite Aid across the street. I mean, you've seen the video, right? Yeah. Parked at the Rite Aid across the street. Walked over. There's like apartments that go up in like.
Probably gonna keep this whole predator catcher and drama candle lit for another month as it comes out. Hopefully, it'll be good for content. Holy shit! Look at look at EDP right now. It looks like he's casting like lightning. That's crazy. Oh no, I forgot to show this. There we go.
Like a slope, kind of, you know what I mean? Parked right here, walked over, and as I was walking up, he must have been hiding, I'm guessing, by the wall where the Jack in the Box was. I didn't see him, obviously. Came up from behind, and that's the first time I ever met him.
Why did you show up that day? Why did you go to that location? What did you think was going to happen?
I showed up to that location that day, trying to
find a cupcake, get a cupcake.
Obviously, meet up with an underage girl. You know what I mean? And I guess you can say, I don't know, trying to have sex. I don't know. I mean, whatever.
You trying to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
Jesus.
For the most part, yep.
For the most part. I mean, I guess.
That's a.
You know what he means? No, I don't know.
Crime,
of course.
Why did you do it?
Well.
All right, so now we're gonna see. Oh, I'm lonely. I'm this. I'm that. Anything to dodge away from like the. Oh, I'm like a pedophile and I have an attraction to kids. Don't clip that.
See, the thing is, right, a lot of people have to, and again, I'm not justifying it, I'm just trying
Well, you shouldn't justify
he kind of does justify it a whole lot.
Right, because it's not justifiable. It's a crime.
Right. But at the same time, I'm trying to...
It's predatory.
Right, I understand. And I'm trying to get people to understand, where I was in that state of mind at that time. You know what I mean? The thing is with YouTube, right, and it all kind of goes back to whatever. The thing is with YouTube is...
Can you imagine if EDP was smoking the, he was doing this interview with the huge blunt that we drew in the, during the documentary. That would be really imposing, right? It's also got like the little holder. That would be like infinite aura. I think I may have drawn the perspective there a little bit wonky.
Is that
but anyway,
being that popular and having that much money and having that much of a following and stuff,
that's a Colum exclusive.
The power kind of gets to your head. You know what I mean? You kind of get the big head a little bit. You know what I mean? You kind of have this whole sensation, and this whole.
Just like so. The shape, the absolute shape of this man is just so comical. Like, just look at it. Look at this whole like thing over here. Jesus.
A little bit, you know what I mean? You kind
of. Is Hansen's chair longer than EDP's chair? No, it's just EDP's just fucking. he's packing. He's packing a couple of extra pounds.
Have this.
Actually, could there be a thing that I can pull up to measure that? Hold on, let me get a. Oh, let's make a color square that's 100 pixels. 100 by 100. Let's bring it over here to to the chair. Squeeze it down. Oh yeah, they're the same size. The chairs are equally long. I can't believe it. Would have been hard to figure out without this visualization.
Whole sensation, you know, and this whole tendency of, you know, you think that you can't be touched, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much why I showed up, you know what I mean? Very lonely, didn't really have anybody to interact with, you know what I mean? So,
But there's being lonely and preying upon a
The chair EDP is on is the real hero of this doc. Absolutely.
13-year-old girl.
right.
Being lonely is finding somebody who is of legal age.
But yeah, so now we can see the loneliness stuff, and it's like, why not just go to a prostitute?
Whether it requires you spending money or whatever it requires to be with and to do what you need to do to not be lonely. This
It's very clearly like EDP's excuses to say like, why did I eat that child? Well, I was hungry. You know, like there's a million other potential things you could do, things you can eat besides a child.
is a sexually charged conversation with someone who told you she was 13.
Right.
Sophie.
Yeah, and Boogie literally paid 4 prostitutes. That's a good thing. Good thing to remember.
Who reached out to whom first?
She did.
She reached out to you.
Or Alex Rosen or whoever it was.
Oh yeah. I mean, no. It's the thing with Kayla where I believe EDP claimed that she reached out first.
Alex Rosen posed as a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. I don't.
I just
Hello,
found
DJ
your
Souls.
YouTube channel. Why are you so funny? She says. You say because I keep it real on those faggots. That's why.
Whoa! Now hold on. We do not condone this kind of language in the realm of in the YouTube realm.
I'm 13. I don't know if I told you. Yeah, you told me. We're just chatting. We cool. That makes up you at about 99%.
Dude, Chris cannot be dropping the if these logs include the N-word and Chris Chan. Did I say Chris Chan? What the fuck? Chris Hansen. If Chris Hansen starts dropping those, I'm gonna have to start getting more active with the mute button.
Set of my no pussy getting faggot fan base.
Oh, now hold on a second. What the fuck, man? You can't say that.
Oh, okay. Bet. So she makes it clear,
Right.
or Alex Rosen posing as this girl makes it clear that she's
This stream is gonna be demonetized for sure, or age restricted. Likely demonetized.
in the
It's called journalistic integrity.
conversation gets sexual,
Right.
graphically sexual. There's grooming.
Right.
You seem so shy and nervous. you
Chris
say.
Chan interviewing
Yeah,
EDP.
haha, I was nervous. My hands were sweaty. There's no need to be nervous. Just be yourself. Sophie says, you're a YouTuber.
Do you think it's fine because he's quoting? I know news reporters can quote the N-word. Well, that's on TV, and that's on, like, this is a YouTube TOS is a different beast. Now, maybe it can detect that maybe it's for like an educational documentary purpose, and that it's not for like hateful reasons. But I will keep saying that if he keeps dropping the F slur, I'm gonna be saying that all right, disavow.
I watched and I got to talk to you. It made me nervous. Oh, that's so adorable. Remember, I'm just normal. What are you thinking at that point? What's going on in your head
Nothing about this guy is normal. EDP fella, I mean.
when you're having that discussion at that stage of the chat?
And it's been almost 4 years ago, dude. I'm still like,
But we're not
I mean, you can say the F slur on YouTube. You can say it on YouTube live streams. You can say, I believe even the N-word, I think. But it depends on what context you're saying it in. If you're saying it to be like hateful, then you are violating the abuse and harassment policy.
talking about a passing conversation with someone whose age you didn't know. This was someone who made it very clear
right.
that she was 13.
I'm pretty sure Beckett's, if Beckett sent me the censored version, he would be, that'd be like at least 20 F slurs in here.
And how old were you at the time? 30?
29, 30. So
You probably can't spam it too. Well, yeah, that would defeat the educational, reason.
around there, yeah.
She says, I'm always cold. Oh, poor thing. Wish I could hug you, warm you up. When and where, she says. Hopefully soon. I just don't want to come off as weird. It comes off as pretty weird to me. Do you regret any of this?
Of course. Of course I do. You know what I mean? And, obviously there's been people out there that say that,
the slur cool down.
he has no remorse or no regret. Listen, man, they're entitled to their own opinion. Trust me, I get it. You know what I mean? But it's like, you can't sit back and say like, I don't have any regrets or no remorse. It's like
Chris Hansen was like, doctor, disable my slur inhibitors.
you don't even
The hell did I press now?
They're not in my head. They don't know what I'm going through 24/7 for them to even make that type of statement. You know what I mean? So
You blocked her at some point.
right.
What was behind that?
I knew that it was wrong. It was highly illegal. And I knew that it was the right thing to do at the time. Then I unblocked her, obviously.
Why did you unblock her? Had you just blocked her and been done with it and done the right thing then, we wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation today. You would still likely have a YouTube channel making a lot of money and not the scourge of the internet for being a predator.
That channel would be gone, but still, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Why didn't you just keep her blocked? Why did you open the door again to let her in?
Like I mentioned before, just being lonely, not really having anybody to confide in, to communicate with, you know what I mean? Not really having any hobbies around the house, you know what I mean? So, and pretty much my life at the time was like, let me see, wake up, do cameos, different shout out videos, stuff like that.
Nobody your age you could have hung out with.
No.
No women
Do you think this is self-delusion? Depends on what parts.
your age you could date. You had to pick on a 13-year-old.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that he's very much conscious about when he's like sweeping for himself.
Girl.
Pretty much, yeah.
You laugh at this.
Well, I mean, I know where you're trying to go at this. And
I know where I'm going with it because it's wrong.
Right, I know.
It's illegal. Had Alex Rosen not botched this, you might be in prison right now.
Thank God he didn't.
Who are the trans people you work with? Chad Logic would like to know. Jenny Matrix is one that, she's been very, very helpful with lots of things. I've shouted her out in videos before.
Well, you could look at it two ways. Maybe prison is where you belong because of this.
If it was where I belong, I'd be in shackles right now. So, and that's not me. Like, that's not me.
Logical fallacy.
Like being nonchalant about it or anything like that. I mean, see, the thing is with me, it's like I've been, I've had like 3.5, coming up on 4 years to deal with this. You know what I mean? Back and forth conversations, had enough time to think about it and whatever. You know what I mean? My thing is this, man, and I don't want to come off as like, I don't give a damn about it. It's this or it's that. Like, my entire thing about it is like, I've moved on and I've tried to like, I'm doing what I have to do. I'm not going to sit back and dwell on something.
EDP belongs in prison? Absolutely.
Then that's like,
But there are people who think you should have gone to prison for this.
Right. I understand it.
You see why they would think that.
I understand. Totally.
You admit in the conversation with this Sophie, I can't do this. Honestly, we can be friends and be cool. I can't do this
His whole vocab is like, and you know what I mean?
shit. This is something I'm going to have to live with for
It's pretty much.
the rest of my life. I hope you aren't upset or angry by this. At this point,
The only reason he isn't in prison is because YouTubers did the sting. If it was police, his ass would be in chains. Absolutely.
You seem to be seriously concerned about having sex with this girl who told you that she's a virgin.
Right.
If you had walked away at this point, none of this goes down.
Pretty sure it would have happened sooner or later.
What made you come back?
I've already mentioned it, man. You know, loneliness. You know what I mean? Not, you know.
Using the sip aura to get Chris Hansen of his
Not getting out
balance.
the house, not really, you know, again, it all goes back to the whole, you know, and not necessarily saying like people, you know, like you see this all the time or whatever. It's like, you know, people have a tendency of doing this, I feel like, because they are, I guess you can say they're curious. You know what I mean? They enjoy the innocence and having control of somebody, you know?
Sounds like that's what you wanted to do.
Okay, it's a very pedo-y
Right.
angle of it.
When you hear the word predator, you probably think of the criminals I've spent my career
now we got the
exposing.
sponsorship.
But today's predators don't always come knocking at your door, and they don't need to break in to steal from you. It's called title fraud. With forged paperwork and a signature, these criminals can claim control of your property on record. They take out loans or sell it for quick cash, long before you even realize anything is wrong. That's where Home Title Lock comes in. They monitor your property's title 24/7, alert you of any changes, and if you're a victim, their team of restoration experts will spend up to $1 million restoring your life. Predators count on one thing: people not seeing them coming. Don't give them that advantage. Use my promo code Hansen, Hansen, at HomeTitleLock.com to get a free title history report, plus a free trial of $1 million triple lock protection, so you can make sure you're not already a victim. That's HomeTitleLock.com, promo code Hansen, or use the link below. So what else do you like, she asks. You say, as far as sex goes, sure.
Jesus.
Well, of course, oral. And I also like role play. That's basically where you dress up and pretend to be someone else, or you pretend to be daddy's little girl. But all that stuff is further down the road. Can't wait to kiss you. You're making me feel all types of ways, she says. Tell me how you feel.
Bro, I mean, I hope this this video hasn't been like, you know, taken down, but it's possible that these conversations are gonna trigger like some kind of nudity and sexual content policy violation.
Just let it out and be honest. Or should I come kiss and hold your hand and force it out of you? Just keep kissing you and nibbling on you until you say it.
Jesus Christ, dude. You gotta chill out.
And I know the perfect stop, too. I'll nibble on your ear. Trust me, that's most girls' weak spot.
Oh, hello, Rex. Yeah, this,
She's 13.
Dicker's wives.
And you're grooming her. You acknowledge it's wrong. You block her. You seem to have a conscience for a little bit.
Right.
Why didn't you just keep her blocked?
You know, I mean, I don't really know how many times I have to say it, man. It's been like, you know, loneliness, not, I mean, like, I'm not sure what you want me to.
Well, I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to understand why you didn't leave it when you should have left it. I'm trying to understand what was going on in your mind, why you behaved the way you did, and how someone who had such a successful social media career could have it all blow up for this. And I think a lot of America, a lot of the people who followed you,
Right.
who consumed your content, had the same questions.
Can you imagine if EDP had like a Pikmin flower thing on his head during the whole interview? That would be pretty crazy. It'd be like a... Honestly, probably better, more entertaining if I was just just kept drawing on one of these fucking frames while listening to the talk in the background. Hello, little Al.
I don't really know what you want me to say.
I don't want you to say anything except tell me the truth.
That is the truth. I was lonely as hell. I wasn't really going outside. Really didn't have much of a life outside of YouTube. You know what I mean? Really didn't have much success talking to women, you know, even in high school, even after high school, you know what I mean? Always, you know, always afraid of rejection, you know what I mean? That's not an excuse, not saying that, just trying to get you to understand.
Right. And as you know, I've confronted hundreds of predators.
Right.
Reporting on them.
Right.
And people ask me all the time, why do they do this? Even when some of them know, many of them, most of them know it's wrong. And so I'm posing the question to you, who got caught being a predator.
I think a lot of people more so do it because, if anything, they're more so bored.
Bored.
Yeah, they don't really have anything to do.
Did you ever have...
Not an excuse, makes excuses. I gotta say, that's a pretty crazy way to like, pretty crazy reason not to, or crazy reason to, prey upon a minor is to say, I'm bored.
Bored.
Do it because, if anything, they're more so bored.
Bored.
Yeah, they don't really have anything to do.
Did you ever have sex with someone you met online like this?
No.
You know, can't do bitches, gotta do little girls.
You looked down when you said that.
Where else you want me to look? You want me to look up and nod? No, I didn't.
This was the only time.
Oh, Chris Hansen's pulling out the CIA lie detection tactics.
That you met somebody who said they were underage online.
Well, I mean,
he said he was bored. Well, better order some cheese pizza. It's a classic. It's the classic way to lighten up a party with friends. You know, bringing the little children. Pull up the grooming logs.
And then there was also Kayla the second time.
Right. We'll talk about that in a minute.
I mean, you said sex, but I said, you know.
Well, but that's where you were headed to meet this 13-year-old girl, was for sex, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, but, you know, meeting up with somebody and having sex are two different things, so.
Oh, my God, babe, it's a playful spank, you say. When I spank you, it's supposed to be sexy, LOL. If anything, I just bend you over and kiss your ass. Oh, that's hot, she says. Probably lick at some, too. Lick my cheeks? Yes, well, maybe, but only if...
I have to insert some pauses between these, because, you know.
You're a good girl. I want to lick something else, too. If you keep...
Jesus Christ, dude.
Being mean to me, I'll be forced to punish you, and LOL, and you have to guess.
EDP's calling out this bratty hoe. Jesus Christ, look at the absolute, the energy of this fucking... Oh, that fucking mug. It's got like the, he's got the prime like, monocle, fuck. Prime monocle, monocle situation. Do we have a, oh, stick that back. Got the, got the bowler hat and everything. A white cat and a top hat. Yeah, you could have like a, could have a cat over here. Wait, Quinthea also drew a monocle on him? The fuck? He's stealing my fucking bits, dude. Does this fucking... Ah, shit. Is there like a fill tool in this OBS shit? No, I guess not. How unfortunate. Would have been cool to be able to EDP, but he texts in verbose Victorian English.
Beautiful. EPA looks so disappointed he thought Pigo meant getting a cupcake.
Thank you, David Cannon, for the 10. 10. Let's see here.
I'm going to get you out of your shy and comfort zone. What are you trying to do here with this?
How do you even answer that question, man?
What do you think I'm trying to do?
It sounds like you're trying to sexually assault a 13-year-old girl.
If that's what he looks like, I guess that's what
Wait, look at that earring, dude. Jesus
it
Christ.
is then. I mean,
I only now noticed it. It stays pretty well hidden when he's facing forward.
Handcuff you. Throw you in the back of my car and bring you back to my dungeon, LOL.
Does EDP have a dungeon? Is he a dungeon keeper? I bet Dickers would be reacting to this being like, oh, that's very common in the scene.
You talk about climbing through a window.
In the scene, if you know what I mean.
mm,
You're so hot and cute and even had me jerking off. Were you masturbating when you were talking to her?
mm-hmm.
You sent her pictures?
Yeah.
You sent her pictures of your penis? Oh, it'll be
Oh, they cut off that, him saying, yeah, again.
okay, baby, I promise. I'll go slow, to the speed of your liking. Whatever you don't want to do, I won't do. But if you enjoy it and want it in all the way, then I shall satisfy my princess. This is a 13-year-old girl who's never had sex before. And you are...
Yeah, the climbing through a window, that's actually a really good thing for like EDP. You can use that in court to defend that he had no intentions of carrying out this plan because it's obviously fantastical and detached from reality.
setting up a situation where you would be her first sexual encounter.
13 or 20. Because there's there's rumors out there 13. The decoy was 20. Alex Rose.
No. But in the scenario,
Right.
you thought you were talking to a 13-year-old girl.
Right.
So let's not bullshit around about that.
Oh, yeah, I ain't bullshitting. I got.
Fucking, this is fucking crazy. This would actually probably work as a defense nowadays. The EDP's shit postpartum psychosis. He had to meet up a 13-year-old girl. This guy's the fucking winner. W comment.
Okay, all right.
Hello, Julio Scalio.
If there was a 13-year-old girl here who was willing to have sex, you would have had sex with her in all likelihood, and that would have been her very first experience,
God.
potentially scarring her for the
EDP doesn't understand what he means by scarring. He thinks about it means something more concrete. He's like,
rest of her life.
Shut the fuck up.
Sure.
And you're talking about this like it's just something I did because I was lonely.
It is. I mean, what else you want me to like?
Well, I know, but don't you think this
Damn,
stuff's
like-
true? The thought of your pretty, cute, sassy-ass little mouth sucking on me is incredible. Can't wait to see how you suck on it.
God damn it, dude. I have to put in pauses for this shit sometimes.
I want to eat your pussy.
Cesarean operation for a shit.
How? Basically
How? What is he asking for a tutorial?
saying I want to eat your pussy is like basically just sucking on it and licking on it.
He had to explain that he's not actually intending on cannibalizing her. What's that Family joke about? Family Guy joke about the title of movie being spoken, being spoken in the dialogue of a film, and like the EDP says EDP just like says during the chat logs, I'm gonna eat that pussy for 45 minutes. It's like just knocking
And then
there.
you show up. What do you think would have happened had there been a 13-year-old girl?
Probably would have had sex.
And what do you think that would have done to that 13-year-old girl?
Oh, scarred her.
It's again, EDP's bragging about bragging about endowments, not understanding the psychological side.
Just scarred her? You're that casual about it?
I mean, scarred her, tormented her.
Hello, Lukey.
Emotionally disturbed, PTSD.
Oh, he does understand the psychological side of it.
It would have been a horrible thing for her.
Do you feel guilty still to this day?
Of course.
I mean, to be honest, even if a fully grown woman did have sex with EDP, the outcome would likely be the same.
Emotionally disturbed, PTSD. It would have been a horrible thing for her.
Do you feel guilty still to this day?
Of course. Of course I do. You know what I mean? I'm not,
But you're treating this like...
Simultaneously, it's like sending fucking death threats to her, saying like, "Oh, yeah, I feel bad about it."
It's some casual thing.
It's been 3.5, 4 years ago. I've moved on. Like, I have a life to live.
Jesus Christ.
Man, I can't just sit back and dwell on shit and not move on and not have a life. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you remember the moment
Every time he says, of course, his voice pitch is so high. Yeah.
in your head when you decided I'm going to go meet her?
yeah.
Tell me about that.
I was sitting up on the couch. I called up my friend Philippe, who originally told me don't go. It's a setup. You know what I mean?
Wait, he had friends he talked to about fucking meeting up with a 13-year-old? Oh, you gotta be... That's fucking insane. That's insane. Is that the friend he was still friends with? What the fuck? Who the fuck is Philippe? What's the name of the friend that he had? Like named in the documentary? Or the friend he still had?
And originally I wasn't going to go. She called me back a second. Well, there was the first time she called, I believe.
4 to 5 years. Oh, this is actually a good thing. Good catch. 2 years later, he was still hitting up another girl.
First time she called, we were going to meet up. Then I called my friend Philippe. He told me not to go. It was a setup. Then
is it that friend that lets him around his kids? I do not know. That's what I was asking. If anyone remembers what his name was in the documentary.
Friend Philippe, he told me not to go. It was a setup. Then I believe I messaged her. I told her I can't do this, can't go. It's highly illegal and it's wrong. She then...
Is that what the friend in the documentary was saying when he said he was being set up? And it's like he's not claiming that he was like framed as a he was framed as a pedo. He just got tricked. Like he just got like a sting operation done on him.
Started crying, telling me that, my parents are gone. I just wanted to give you a cupcake, whatever. And me personally, I genuinely felt bad, so I decided to go. And it's crazy because what I'm about to tell you is it's a blessing in disguise. I at the time,
Jesus Christ.
I'm not sure if you know, but I owned a lot of firearms and stuff. And I actually had a Glock 17 on my counter, which I was actually going to end up taking with me in case, shit went sideways, And I took it with me, but I walked back into the house and I left it on the counter.
You were going to bring a gun with you to that meeting.
And it's a good thing I didn't bring it with me, because if I had of, and Alex Rosen and the whole camera crew would have.
I felt bad, so I felt so in bad ways. Philip is a different guy. Yeah.
Came, I'll probably be going down for 3 counts of murder in the first degree.
You would have shot Alex Rosen and his crew.
Yeah.
Shot him dead.
Yeah.
You truly believe that?
Oh yeah, I truly believe it.
Dude, imagine the video of that.
Blessing in disguise, man. So I left it at home.
What makes you so sure that you would have pulled that Glock 17 out and killed all 3 of them?
The thing is, right, when you're in that situation and like the whole, fight or flight thing comes into play. I'm not sure if you heard that before. Like your ass is on the line and you don't know what to do.
The friend you never wanted is the friend who accepts your pedophile's secret identity. I mean, to be honest, like, being able to trust somebody so much that you can tell them that, yeah, I'm meeting up a 13-year-old, like, that's a crazy, that's crazy friendship.
You know what I mean? And that these people are here to, potentially try and attempt to ruin your damn life. You will do all type of wild shit. Not saying that I didn't take any role in that. Obviously, you know what I mean? I could have just said hell no and just not have went,
Which would have been the right thing to do, by the way.
Right, totally. Yeah, I mean, I've there's been times, like, even since moving out here.
I don't believe him. He was so scared he admitted everything just under no pressure. I mean, he didn't have his gun with him at the time, all right? Hello, Elasticats.
I was a gun owner and stuff like that. And I would go to the range and stuff like that, This is probably about, like, 6 months to maybe a year after. So it happened in 2021. So maybe like summer of 2022, you know what I mean? So around there, I would go to the range and I would, in my mind.
DPD is clearly pretending to be a tough guy. I mean, you can see from like the various things he says, like, oh, I would throw that bitch out the window and all that shit. Like, he describes feats of like strength that he has absolutely no business doing, and he's clearly. It's very obvious this kind of like very impotent rage and other shit, which is just really, really pathetic.
When I'm at the range, now I'm talking about, full on arsenal, fucking Scar 17, AK-47, I had it all at my disposal. You know what I mean? In my mind, while I'm shooting the target, I'm killing Alex Rosen, all the fucking people, Master at work, all those people that, that partook in this, you know what I mean? There's been times where, like, I've literally told a friend of mine.
Angrier than the angry video game nerd? Yeah, and he's Doesn't the AVGN, like, there's a lot of bits about, like, shitting on bad games, like literally taking a shit on bad games. I think EDP would be really good at that. He would be really good at that role.
Do me a favor, come over here.
They can recast James. They can recast the AVGN with EDP on the Netflix adaptation.
Change the combination to this goddamn gun safe. I don't feel safe having these things around me,
Because you were going to strike out at Alex Rosen, or because you were going to kill yourself?
I was going to strike out at Alex. Well, a mixture of both. I guess you can say, the Alex Rosen thing already had happened.
Right.
You feel me?
But
So,
I'm
so more so
asking,
myself.
were you still angry at him that you would go hunt him down and kill him?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, there were multiple times where like, now, I mean, I've had.
Is it if EDP is trying to kill you, isn't that technically comparable to like the Reddit thing about the snail, the snail that's coming after you?
You know,
the Reddit story about like how you're invincible except for an invisible snail. EDP would certainly move at the same pace, but you're not invincible, and
I've
he's not invisible.
still had like
Quite the contrary, actually. He's very visible.
loyal, like followers and fans and stuff hit me up on Instagram and stuff. They're like, I don't condone doxing people no matter whatever they did. You know what I mean?
Damn, dude, EDP. Guys, EDP just mocked us.
They were like hitting me up
Never
and
mind,
like, yo,
never
man, we
mind.
have his address. You know what I mean? And in my mind, and even in my sister's mind, well, not my sister's mind, more so like my friend Kelvin's mind, who I went to high school with, me and him were having a deep rooted conversation and stuff. And he's all like, well, obviously, yeah, what you did was wrong. I'm not going to say that it was right. He's like, but at the same time, he's like, I've been knowing you for a long time. I know that you're a good person. He's all like, but at the same time, and I'm not switching the blame here. That's not what I'm doing. Okay.
Crazy that his red line is doxing. Yeah. The could have drawn the red line at the age of consent as well.
He's like, at the same time, what they did was very dangerous. Like, who's to say you can't find their address or load up your car full of guns, drive to Texas and go fucking murder them all? Because right there, I have his address. It's literally right there.
Did you think about doing that?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I've literally thought about, I've thought about, like loading up the car, you know what I mean? And just, driving 14, 15, 16 hours and just blowing them all the fuck away, But at the same time, it's like, you can't do that, man.
That starts to...
Is there a mod that can replace his coach in Left 4 Dead 2 with Boogie? Not Boogie. God, I keep messing up. EDP445?
die down. This whole incident with Alex Rosen, Sophie...
I don't think it ever died down, but sure.
But you started to get past it.
You said what now?
You started to get past it.
Right.
More recently, there's this situation with Kayla,
Hoskins, yeah.
who's underage.
Right, 15.
15.
Right.
Which is the same issue as with someone who's 13.
Correct.
How
Correct.
do you even get involved in this after having gone through all that? Being exposed as a predator, however they did it, you were exposed as a predator, trying to have sex with a 13-year-old girl. And now this?
Mm-hmm.
With a 15-year-old girl?
Mm-hmm. You want me to explain it? What?
Please.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so
Isn't this a classic case for red flag law? You mean for like gun possessions? Yeah, he should have his guns taken away.
pretty much at the time, I
Absolutely.
believe she hit me up first, which was, I believe she was sent by Gideon.
Would have missed this dialysis appointment.
They
You're so fucking hot, you know that?
Whoa.
hit me up first, which was cool. Yeah, so
Let's pay attention.
pretty much at the time, I believe she hit me up first, which was, I believe
That's okay, so that's interesting. So EDP says that Kayla hit him up first.
she was sent by Gideon. They
You're so fucking hot, you
But he also believes that she was sent by Gideon. Interesting.
know that? I'm literally leaking pre-cum just thinking about you is what you say to her.
yeah.
I've always wanted to be
What? Since my insulted top brother.
Be with a little emo girl.
Ass, ass bulged out, titties popped out on Instagram, but nobody wants to talk about that, right?
We'll talk about it.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean, see, man, I'm about to say it's gonna sound fucked up, but I mean, half of it already is fucked up. But see, the thing is, right, and these little young ass girls, right, and I always tell my friends this, right,
Always tell my friends this.
I'm like, man, these little young ass girls, man, they come on Instagram, they come on social media and shit, right, and they, they're taking pictures, sexually provocative ass content, ass and tits bulged.
That's like blaming the victim.
Well, I'm trying to explain to you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, for me, and the way I see it, it's
What friends? Probably the AI ones.
like, they know what the fuck they're doing.
Is this a destiny take?
You know what I mean? Doesn't give me the right or anybody
And you
else
should
the
know
right.
what the F you're doing.
Right,
Being
exactly.
a grown-ass man
Exactly.
talking to a child.
Exactly.
So that doesn't really wash.
I never once said that it did wash. I was trying to explain to you, what people see. You know what I mean?
So you saw a 15-year-old girl who had a shapely figure.
It's actually the child's fault, so Gideon and EDP both blame minors. Yeah, that's something for Gideon to think about.
And a quote-unquote fine Latina ass.
Come on. Chris Hansen, you can't be saying these things.
Shapely figure and a quote-unquote fine Latina ass. And you wanted to have sex with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see a problem with that?
of course I see a problem with it.
Why did you do it then?
Well,
The YouTube poo people are gonna have a field day with this one, if those guys even exist anymore.
I remember at the time, I was, at the time, I think I was,
Imagine using AI to replace EDP with Tectone.
I was working and I had recently, I think I went homeless for about like a month, simply due to the fact that it was like some shit going on with the apartment complex or whatever. And so, I was doing overnights at work and stuff like that. And, she randomly hit me up one day, at the moment, obviously looking back upon it now, thought that it was a good idea. That's why I did it.
I'm telling you right now, you threaten. If you fuck me over, if this shit goes wrong in any way, shape, or form, I'll give your soul to the Lord because your ass belongs to me. So you know what you're
Jesus Christ.
getting into is illegal.
Right.
You've already been stung once. Got out of that by the skin of your teeth. And now you're involving yourself potentially with a 15-year-old girl and you're threatening her that this better not be a situation where she fucks you over. In other words, I'm going to shoot your ass if you fuck me over. I'm going to shoot your ass. You threaten this girl.
Pretty sure he was planning to shoot into her ass, but
You want a response out of me? Or
How do you justify that?
you don't justify it.
But you just told me that all the other stuff with Sophie was 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. You're past it. And just months ago.
ah. All right, we got Chris Hansen pulled it.
You're engaging with a 15-year-old girl about sex and threatening her that if she sets you up or stings you, that you're going to shoot her. That is horrible, illegal, predatory behavior, violent behavior.
Mm-hmm.
I know guys who have gone to prison for way less than that.
Same here.
Way less.
The predator hunter says, like, yeah, I know a lot of pedophiles that have gone to prison for way less than that. And EDP, totally not a pedophile, says, yeah, I got a lot of friends who've also Calm down for less.
And it would seem to me that the only reason you're not in prison right now is because of the way these investigations were conducted by vigilantes.
That and the fact that, you know, I believe in a higher power. I believe in in
You got that divine intervention.
I believe in my mom's spirit is always with me wherever I go. And so you know, I believe she saw what these people's true intentions were. And I feel like her and God stepped in and was like, yo, like, you know, shit ain't gonna go down like this. But
I think we're gonna need to see we're gonna need to get Dicker's opinion on if the spirits of the dead work this way.
I have to tell you something. Had this been me doing an investigation and you had surfaced in this way, your EDP445 ass would be in prison now.
and at the same time,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah, and at the same time, I kind of wish it was you, Chris, to be honest with you, because it's like, you know, I honestly respect what you do, and that's not me kissing your ass or anything like that. You know what I mean? I respect, you know, a lot of
You know what I mean?
what people do, who are out catching predators. You know what I mean? In the right and legal way. You know, I mean, all I can say is I have a lot of respect for it. You know, I don't condone motherfuckers, you know, going out there.
Does Dickers talk with the dead? No, but he was
You know,
he's got that pastoral background, okay?
But you did it,
well,
Brian. You did it. Now, I understand what you're saying about the methodology here.
right.
And I understand how it looked when Skeet or Skeeter, whoever it is, came and confronted you. It was a clown show.
Right.
It was embarrassing for him. Yet, what you did and said with this Kayla is reprehensible and very predator-like. I mean, there's no way to really pretty that up.
No, there's not.
I mean, you got off because these guys were sloppy, essentially.
Sloppy.
We need a counter. I guess we can keep it up with a using our system. Using a simple line system like this.
Entrapment, dumb as hell. Did it for the views, for the clicks, for the clout. But at the same time, I also understand how lucky I am. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And you know, I can tell you right here, right now, I don't, you know,
how many rights are in the...
people see me as
What,
like,
did he just say it again?
He's like, you know, people, you know, I can tell you right here, right now, I don't, you know, people see me as like, you know, oh, he's like, you know, people think like, you know, oh, I'm out here preying on motherfuckers, or I'm just out here.
Well, that's what
like,
you were doing here.
well, I know.
A 13-year-old and a 15-year-old.
Right, you know what I mean? And like, but the thing is,
Oh
like,
my
people
God.
think that I'm literally like out here every day, like preying on fucking
You
kids.
did it twice.
I know. I understand.
I've seen guys go to prison doing it once.
Yeah.
Probation afterwards. Registration as a sex offender. What do you say to other men who may be entertaining getting into a sexually charged conversation with someone who's underage?
Set up. Don't do it. Seriously, don't do it, man. It ain't fucking worth it. There's always somebody out there watching, whether it be a decoy, whether it be, you know, whoever it is.
Oh,
on the other end. Somebody pros in the beat, which is the same thing as a decoy, you know?
Oh,
Just don't do it, man.
Do you think you would have made the first approach to a 13-year-old girl who you saw?
yeah. It's great. Like his first recommendation is like, it's a setup, don't do it. Yeah, not that it's bad or anything.
Was following you on any social media platform. In other words, in this case, the 15-year-old approached you,
Okay.
which in my world would negate a prosecution. We don't operate that way. The predator, the man, always has to make the first approach. That was the opposite in this case.
Well, assuming the predator will always be male, sexism?
Do you think you would have ever approached an underage girl first with a romantic interest?
No.
What you're saying is you don't think you would ever have gotten caught in one of my stings.
Now, to be clear, to be real, vast majority of pedo cases, it's a man.
And it was because they made the first approach that you got caught in those two others.
Don't let Hansen fool you. He's also botched plenty of investigations. Oh yeah.
Stings.
I mean, if you wanna shape it up like that, sure. I guess that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm just asking. Because there's no misunderstanding these particular conversations. You say, so occasionally I jerk off at work, and right now I'm so hard. I remember you said you were good at giving head. Please, baby, please, let me stuff my cock inside of your mouth. I'll do anything.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
And then you turn around and say, my God, ignore that. I feel so damn embarrassed. I mean, you're all over the place here. And then you try to guilt trip her into meeting up. And then you show up, or they show up looking for you. You're at a dialysis appointment.
Which I think is fucked up, but still, but go ahead.
What's going through your mind when you see Skeet and crew show up at the
Kill him.
dialysis appointment?
That's my overall thing. I carry a 1911 chambered in 44. Well, what I used to. Obviously, when you go into all dialysis centers, it has a big ass sign on the window says, you know, no firearms are allowed up in the center or whatever. And it's funny because, well, it's not funny, but what I don't think is actually in there, and I'm not, this isn't justifying it.
Oh, thanks for letting us know that if you don't want to get shot down by EDP, just go and talk to him when he's going to dialysis.
But I believe I believe it was on a Friday, and I believe I originally blocked Kayla because I believe it was her birthday, and I never actually planned on originally driving to, I think it was Chula Vista, which is somewhere in the San Diego, Orange County area. I'm not sure. And so drive up, park, get out, going to the dialysis center.
This makes me scared of my underage sister's safety, who's also an active Instagram user. You shouldn't let your underage siblings post photos of themselves online. Don't let that happen.
They approached me as I'm going in, hey, Bryant, and I went to go turn around, and obviously it was this asshole, been a clown. I've been like, I guess you can say like a cupcake outfit or whatever. And right then and there, my blood pressure skyrocketed to the point to where,
from the cupcake? Just seeing a cupcake makes your blood pressure shoot up?
This isn't no sob story, I'm just telling you, to the point to where I couldn't receive dialysis, had to go across town, have a goddamn PICC line inserted up in my fucking chest or whatever. You know what I mean? Me personally, I think that was a bitch move on their part.
Oh, should I be missing the, you know?
It's like, motherfucker, you could have approached my ass at the grocery store, the fucking park, shit, even at work. You know what I mean? But it's like, you approached me at a fucking dialysis center where my goddamn life is pretty much on the fucking line. You know what I mean? And, but anyways, I do that. Sorry. I do that. They try to give me dialysis. Don't get it. they're gone when I leave.
Missed another one? I just put one.
Before I even go into the back to receive dialysis, call the police, give them a call, let them know I'm being harassed. They don't do shit because, you know, most of these prank YouTubers, they like to hide behind this bullshit where they're filming on public fucking property and shit. You know what I mean? Which I think is the ultimate fucking cop out, but whatever. They say they can't do anything to police. Get in the car, drive across town, North Vegas, to the access center, have a surgical procedure done, get out, walk into the car. I didn't know this. Either they followed me or somebody at the dialysis center violated HIPAA laws and decided to tell them where I was receiving a procedure at. And they followed me all the way across town, about like 20 miles to the access center.
Wow, EDP's privacy really under fire.
And they approached me as I was leaving. I didn't say anything, though.
You know how you could have avoided all this.
Yeah, just don't respond.
Don't get online and have sexually charged conversations or try to have sex with teenage girls.
Sure.
Had you not done that, none of this other stuff happens.
So what you're saying is that
what you're saying is you brought it upon yourself in many ways.
And it makes it perfectly fine for people to show up at my dialysis center. And
again, had you not committed the underlying acts, these guys aren't looking for you.
Okay. So that totally just...
Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, but at the same time...
I'm not justifying their tactics, but I am saying, and I think I'm right here, that had you not engaged in this sort of behavior
totally, yeah,
with girls identified as being 13 and 15, you don't have this problem, Bryant.
Right. Totally. I understand.
What do you say to Kayla now?
Does he know, though?
You want me to honestly answer that, or you want the PG bullshit answer, or
honesty?
Oh boy.
Shit.
What's he gonna say now?
To be honest with you, I ain't got nothing to say to her, to be honest with you.
Do you have any
To be honest with you, twice in a sentence.
remorse?
Of course I have remorse. You know what I mean? I just don't have anything to say to her.
You know what I mean? Drop it.
Good luck with your life. You know what I mean? No, I don't really, I mean, I'm not gonna, one thing I'm not going to fucking do is get on my hands and knees and beg for her fucking forgiveness, because it's like, no, I'm not doing that shit. You know what I mean?
Another one.
But at the same time, it's like, I understand what I did was wrong. I have a lot of remorse for it. I'm paying the ultimate price, and I really don't have anything to say to her.
And what do you say to people who think you should be in prison
Dropped it like a Glock on the kitchen
for
counter.
what you did?
I mean, not to sound cocky or fucked up, their opinion doesn't fucking matter.
Whoa, hold on. There's like two whole ones in a row.
In the end of the day, they think
Another one.
I should be in prison. Well, tough shit, man. I think Donald Trump should be fucking president again. That doesn't mean it's going to happen again. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not me making light or joking about it, but it's like, it didn't
Oh, another one.
happen. I'm grateful it didn't happen. And I'm doing whatever I can. I'm going to therapy, going to counseling. I'm taking necessary steps to try to better myself. And if that isn't good enough for him, well, then shit, I don't know what else to say to him.
You're in therapy now. And what can you say to me to guarantee you will never try to contact?
When did the counting start? I was AFK for that. I'm guessing probably somewhere like here. I'm not sure. You gotta go back in the stream to find out. It was not anywhere near at the beginning.
Conversation with, or tried to have sex with, a teenage girl again.
What can I say to you?
How can you guarantee to me that this will not happen again?
I don't know how I can guarantee it to you. I guess you're just going to have to fucking trust me.
You know what I mean?
Your trust level isn't great right now.
I understand. I mean, I know it's at, up on a scale of 1 to 100, it's at about like a fucking 40. Probably lower than that. You know what I mean?
2, 3, maybe.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I understand, you know.
Gee.
I mean, all I can say is, since I've been going to therapy, I haven't had any urges or any desires to even want to.
But what happens if, as you said before, you start to feel lonely and need some company, and
Well, it's
there's
funny.
a 13 or 14 or 15-year-old girl available, or you're going to go for it again?
Well, it's actually a good thing you say that, because I've actually had multiple people hit me up on Instagram posing to be 13, 14-year-olds, and I've blocked them all. You know,
Oh,
Well, after getting caught twice.
well, yeah, I mean that's ultimately like learning your fucking lesson. I mean, I have to be a fucking, you know,
guys, think about all the girls, all the 13-year-olds that EDP has blocked, okay? Stop focusing on the one he tried to meet up with.
just a complete dumbass. I mean, if not the fucking first 2 times, it's like, goddamn, you know. But like, you know, they would
There's 2.
hit me up. I would see their profile, 14 block. Don't even say anything. If I do say anything, I'm just like, yo, go do your fucking math homework, block. Just don't. I'm
There was another you know? I missed one? Well, shit.
I'm not for the bullshit. Leave me the fuck alone.
Here's a question,
I have an answer.
because I don't understand this part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You are known for sending pictures of your own
Oh my god.
feces to people.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
It ain't right for them to troll my ass either. For them to
Yeah, but
fuck-
let's stick with the one question first.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
right.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, the reason I do that is because people fuck with me. People troll my ass. People, they like
People shit posting me, so I post shit back, man.
to sit back
You know?
and dox where I live, where I work and shit. You know what I mean? If anything, I mean, shit, man, you know,
So you send them a picture of your feces to prove what point?
just to fuck with them, to see, hey, man, you guys control me, I control your ass back. You know what I mean? Now, to be honest with you, Chris, they're actually getting off light. If that was somebody else, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers out here doxing where they work and shit, they probably wouldn't beat their ass.
It's a scat fetish. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because people can be found, just like I could be found, you know?
God damn it.
So me sending disgusting ass shit pics, that's motherfucker, you getting off light. You know what I mean? And I honestly do stand by that. You know, it's like I'm over here.
That's your way of getting back at them.
Right. I'm over here trying to do my thing, trying to work, trying to cope with all this shit that's going on. And you over here fucking with me. It's like, what, am I supposed to just sit back there and just fucking accept the shit? Or, you know, like, come on. You know what I mean? So
Why speak out now? I tried to talk to you several months ago, maybe a year or so ago. You declined the invitation. Why now? Why speak out now? What's the purpose of it?
well, I declined the invitation because I wasn't really sure who was, like, if you were real, you know what I mean? I've gotten mashed at work pretending to be Chris Hansen and all these other people, and I'm just like, it could be a fucking troll, it could be another goddamn setup, it could be somebody else, you know what I mean? So I just really wasn't sure which one was real, you know what I mean?
And how's life for you now?
To be honest with you, life is actually, it's pretty good.
You know what I mean?
It's pretty good. You know, it's about as great as it can get with, you know.
This might be the most awful interview ever. Chris literally should have brought in the police, but no, they just had to farm me for content. Shake my damn head.
Everything that's went on, you know what I mean?
Well,
Blessed
you know what I mean?
to have 2 jobs.
The you-knows will exceed the years of his lifespan.
I'm blessed to have a vehicle, blessed to have a roof up over my head, stuff like that.
Do you have a relationship?
I don't know. Well, I did. But yeah, she was very controlling.
You know what I mean?
Controlling of you.
Yeah, she was very controlling.
After all this talk,
She wouldn't let me meet up with 13-year-olds.
all this grooming,
Very controlling, very annoying.
talking about shoving your arm up some woman's behind in the chats, all that stuff. Somebody was controlling of you?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say controlling. I'm sorry, that was the wrong word. I would probably say annoying. You know, you want me to go into specific? So, yeah. So I mean, I'm the type of person to where, like, you know,
This is so stupid.
obviously with dialysis and stuff going on, kidney failure and shit like that, whatever. There will be times where, like, after treatment, I'll be like dead ass tired, you know, and she'll call me up, hey, you want? I'm gonna hang out. By the way, she's 41. Just want to throw that out there. She'll hit me up and she'll be like, hey, you want to hang out? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, listen, like, I am fucking like dead ass tired, like to the point to where, like, I'm literally crawling to get to my damn bed. And I feel like, you know, she'll, like, sometimes, like, low-key, like, guilt trip me into, like, you know, oh, well, you don't have to go.
He has to specify that it's an adult. Good one.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, whoa, listen to the tone
What's 41 backwards?
of your fucking voice. Like, obviously you want me to come over, you know what I mean? And
Oh
when
my
I
God.
go over there, I'm like half goddamn dead and stuff. And, oh, well, you know, you're half dead and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, well, shit, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I told you before, you know what I mean? So, to be honest with you, Chris, man, like, I just, you know, it's funny because, like, you know, this entire time I've always wanted to be in a relationship, you know what I mean? And actually be with somebody and, you know, I guess, like, someday have kids or whatever. But I feel like, you know, not for most, but for some guys, you know, when they actually get into relationships, it's not what all it was fucking hyped up to be. You know what I mean? You're just like, yeah, I would rather be the fuck alone. Like, you know what I mean? So
Do you ever think you'll be a content creator again?
I am a content creator still. Yeah, I have my own
He makes shit pics.
website. I post videos on Instagram here and there and stuff like that.
Did I miss one? Sheesh.
So, I mean, obviously it's not as big as my YouTube channel once was, but I mean, you know, I have a website. The word is still getting out. We're still having a great time, you know, shooting shit or whatever. So yeah, we're still having a great time out there, you know.
Is there anything else you want people to know about you and your situation?
Yeah.
He's been letting people know all kinds of things.
I've
To be honest, you know what I mean. You know, motherfuckers just be like, you know what I mean. I missed like 4. Well, shit.
I've learned my lesson. I'm a changed individual. I'm making steps to become a changed individual. Let me rephrase that. You know, just
Surprised he isn't on Rumble with Rape Tone. Yeah,
know
that's.
that I'm not actually.
Oh, there's another one. Yeah, I think even Tectone wouldn't. I don't think he would do content with this guy.
You know, I'm not going out there fucking, you know, because I live like right by a fucking school. You feel me? I'm not out fucking praying on
Jesus Christ.
motherfuckers or, like, you know, whatever, you know. So yeah, just know that I'm out here trying to live my best life. Obviously I've made a lot of, you know, fucked up mistakes and I'm paying for it.
Will you ever be caught in a sting again?
No.
Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
If you
He got nothing else to know for us.
thought this
Nothing else for us to know.
interview was interesting, you'll be happy to know that so does the district attorney in Kern County, California, who has reopened the investigation into EDP445.
What is with creepy lolcows living near school zones? staying near to where they were born, I guess.
And is now potentially using the information in this interview to consider further charges against him. We'll keep you posted right here. You should also know that proceeds from Mike...
Chat, not gonna lie, I didn't know what he meant. I mean, sometimes you just don't know, you know?
Klum's documentary will go to RAIN.org, an organization which helps victims of sexual violence. I'll see you right back here next Wednesday for another episode of Have a Seat with Chris Hansen. Monday is when Predators I've Caught drops, and every Thursday, another episode of Takedown with Chris Hansen, our Predator investigations, comes out on my streaming network, True Blue. Watch
The Tectone collab would go crazy, call it the Unconvicted Podcast, where they openly brag about not being registered for publicly known offenses due to lack of criminal prosecution. Hey, thank you, Scallywag, for the membership gift.
TrueBlue.com. Until then, I'll be watching and listening.
Did that alert play twice? Alright, that was the interview. Anything else worthy of checking out? Let me see real quickly if there's I saw something about the Toastify is Never mind. Yeah, that was pretty amusing. Unfortunately, that'll likely be, that shit is likely gonna get, this stuff will likely get age restricted or, demonetized, who knows. But yeah. Let's see here, let's see. I gotta say, I got nothing. I got no other content. What's the move now? I don't know anything else to watch, so I'll just end stream and I'll send you guys off to someone else. See ya.